Electric vehicles are more expensive than their internal combustion counterparts. That's right, you heard me correctly. EVs are more expensive than ICE cars. But today, I'm going to show you why an electric vehicle is cheaper to own and operate than an internal combustion vehicle. Let's do some back-of-the-napkin math. The average Mainer drives around 14,000 miles per year, which is significantly more than most Americans because, it's pretty spread out here. The average car sold has about 25 miles per gallon. That equates to around 560 gallons per year. The current average price of fuel in Maine is $3.83 per gallon of gas, about $2,145 per year on fuel. Now when we compare that to an EV, we'll start with the same 14,000 miles per year. Though the average EV driver, studies have shown, tend to drive more than combustion engine vehicle drivers simply because they like their vehicles so much and because they're cheaper to operate. However, we'll stick with 14,000 miles for a good apples-to-apples comparison. The average efficiency of EVs on the road currently is about 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. That equates to around 4,000 kilowatt hours per year of energy consumption. The price for electricity, at least in my territory, which is Versant, is around 30 cents per kilowatt hour, which has gone up a little bit since last time I checked. However, you can get on a cheap overnight rate, which is called a time of use rate, which is especially useful for electric vehicles. This rate is cheaper during the hours of 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. Most people charge their electric vehicles overnight anyway, so this is a no-brainer. The overnight time of use rate is about 23.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So this shakes out to about $940 a year for energy costs. Already, just on fuel costs alone, an electric vehicle will save you about $1,205 per year. According to Forbes, the cost of maintenance for an internal combustion vehicle is about 10 cents per mile. So if we take our 14,000 miles per year and multiply that by 10 cents per mile, we end up with about $1,400 per year in maintenance costs. Now, the average cost of maintenance for an electrified vehicle is about 6 cents per mile. That gives us about $840 per year in maintenance costs on an electric vehicle. The reason for this is because an internal combustion engine has over 2,000 moving parts, whereas an EV has about 20. So there's far fewer pieces that can go wrong in an electric vehicle. This brings our savings for maintenance up to around $560 per year. Presently, you can get up to $7,500 on a tax credit thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act. Maine is also one of the CARB states, the California Air Regulation Board, so there's another $1,000 that you might be able to get on an electrified vehicle. You may qualify for $1,000 through Efficiency Maine and up to $7,500 depending on your income. Now, the average MSRP for a new internal combustion engine vehicle currently is about $48,000. The average cost for an electric vehicle is about $64,000. Automakers are focusing more on the luxury segment currently before they'll start bringing more affordable vehicles, so that's definitely skewing that number towards the higher end, as there are more affordable EVs on the market for under $64,000. With the current incentives of $9,500, that brings our MSRP down to around $54,500. If we take the amount that we save in fuel per year and the amount that we save in maintenance per year, we break even after 3.7 years of driving an electric vehicle to have the same cost as an internal combustion vehicle. The average length of ownership in the United States for a new vehicle is about 8 years. So that means over the lifetime of the vehicle, you can save $7,590 by driving an electric vehicle. Now, those savings are if you buy an electrified vehicle. However, most people are choosing to lease electrified vehicles for a few reasons. So let's take a look at the difference between leasing an electric vehicle and financing an electric vehicle. When you're financing a vehicle, you're paying for that entire vehicle, including all of its depreciation, yet you don't actually own that asset until you've paid the bank. When you're leasing a vehicle, you're only paying for the portion that you use, and you can actually adjust the mileage according to what your needs are. So that means that you can pay for the portion that you need and not more. Often vehicle leases are for 3-year cycles, which means that you will be covered by the manufacturer's warranty. In order to take full advantage of the tax credit if you purchase an EV, you have to wait until the end of the year and it only goes against owed tax. So if you don't owe anything, you can't actually take advantage of the tax credit. With a lease on an EV, you can actually take that as a point of purchase rebate and get the $7,500 directly off the sale price. Now at the end of your lease, you have several different options. You could either turn your vehicle in and get a brand new one with new features, new technology, new batteries, new everything, or at the end of your lease, you have the option to buy out the vehicle and own it, or you can just walk away. So as you can see, leasing can be a really incredible way of getting a lot more vehicle for a much lower monthly payment and a much smaller commitment, which is especially appealing when you're looking at electric vehicle technology and how fast it's changing every single year. There you have it, 2 different methods of getting behind the wheel of an EV. Neither is the right answer, it all depends on your goals and preferences. Knowing that an EV is more affordable, now you can start to consider all the other amazing benefits, from easy home charging to amazing performance, and of course, the environmental benefits which contribute to cleaner air and a healthier planet. If you found this video informative and helpful, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your EV-curious friends and family. Thanks for joining us on this expedition. Stay tuned for more electrifying adventures.